Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to That Time I Got Reincarnated in Minecraft. Last time, we put our new gluttony skill to some large amount of work, and we gathered a whole lot. We have Traveler now, we have Degenerate, we have Musician, Perceiver, Investigator, just to name a few. That's not even going into the intrinsic skills and the extra skills on top of it. So we picked up a whole bunch of new skills last time. And then we used to generate one of the those skill we got from Shizu in order to head over to the spirit realm, spirit labyrinth, to do some spirit fusing. Or we did. It turns out we had to fight Shizu a second time because there were no spirits coming to see us. For some reason, you need to have a spirit before you can make a spirit using spirit fusing. I don't know, it's still a weird requirement to me, but we traveled back and forth a little bit, beat Shizu, stole her Ifrit, and then from there we were able to make a water spirit. So now we have the greater spirit of fire and water. So that's pretty cool. I think there's some extra stuff about spirits that I haven't shown off because I don't fully know how they work. So I think I'm going to look more into that in just a moment. But yeah, I'll actually pop up to go pull up the page in a second. But before we do, figured I'd go over what I did between episodes. So last time we got everything but the levels and the subordinates that we needed for our final regular demon evolution before Demon Lord devolution. So between episodes, I went and gathered 94 levels, so all we need to do is go name a few more subordinates. I think we need 4. I forget, I think it's 10 or more and we're at 6, or something like that. But other than that, we ended up losing the mana battery, Mahu battery rather, last time, because we tried to use explosion on the orc disaster near our house. And I made a mistake. I had gluttony on when I picked this up, which in turn picked up the whole thing, but it lost all the Mahu stored inside it. Except for 100 points for some reason. It's a bit weird that it kept only 100. But apparently Starved works a bit weird with it. But I was a bit annoyed about that. Then the Orc Disaster ate it, using its special attack and destroyed it. So I made a new one, and I just sat here for a little bit filling it back up. It didn't actually take me that long to get it up over what it was at before. And in doing so, I actually maxed our max Mahu out to almost 1600. And yeah, I think I was on here for like 30 minutes before I started recording, so not long at all. So there are a few things that now that we have that stored, I think I want to actually get up to today after we evolve. But I want to see and like fully prepare myself with what we can do with spirits. Because I kind of want to head back to the labyrinth as well. And just get a spirit for every element except for light. Because you can only get a light one through special means if you're a human. But I'm yeah, we'll start with that. I'm gonna pop back over to the labyrinth. Labyrinth portal. Where is it? There it is. Popping through. I am just gonna sit in here for a moment with the gluttony spirit fusing and try to get a hold of all the elements we don't have spirits for. And while I'm doing that, I'll pull up the page and just to figure out everything to do. But this might take me a little bit, so I'll see you in a moment once I've collected some spirits. Huh. I seem to have interesting luck. Want a fire spirit? I now have 4. I'm curious, will this work? The great spirit of fire chose you. The great spirit of fire chose you. I'm curious, does that give me extra fire boost points? Because the command I was thinking about is this. Slash spirit boost fire. Set fire elemental boost from spirit to 20 to 30. Okay. So last time we got Ifrit. And Ifrit gives you a 10 power boost, 10 boost points to your fire moves. Each boost point gives you an extra 0.5 damage with fire moves. So, I can continue to gather fire spirits, each one giving me 5. So, I have Ifrit for 10, and then 4 regular fire spirits, each giving me 5. Boosting my total up to 30, meaning that any fire move I use now does an extra 15 damage. Huh. I didn't think that was going to work, but ooh, now I really need to test out my new fire abilities, especially the Black Flame, Fireball. Ooh, I need a test subject. We're gonna put the rest of the Spirit Fusing on hold, because that took me like 10 minutes to get those 4, and every single one was fire. Hold on, where is my... Come on, mouse. It's intrinsic? No, extra abilities. Gluttony can go away for right now. I don't think I want to eat anything. Black Flame, let's turn that into Demon Flame, as we're calling it instead of the name there. Oh, you only have 12 health. You're not a good test subject. I need something not in a fight. Like, how's this Night Spider faring? Full health. Out of magical due to using Spirit Boost too much. Huh? Huh. Why can't I... Huh. I got nothing. I don't know what... I've never seen that message before. I use Spirit Boost too much, so I'm out of it. Is there a cooldown? Can I not use Magicules until it runs out? I don't see anything. Can Spirit Boost not be up to 30? Can I set Spirit Boost to 10 and it will work again? Yes, that worked. Okay. So what if I put it to 15? Ah, let's try 11. Game, that's rude. Why let me do that if that's your... Rude. Fine then, game. Have it your way. So, just shy of 7,000. I need a good test subject. 37. Demon Flare. Out of magical due to Spirit Boost being too much. What is going on? Why can't I use this now? Hold on. This move is supposed to use 2,000. I'm at 76 something. Okay, that is still really good, even at its base. But, 2,000 is what it used. I'm curious about something. If I now do boost to 1, 6,000 goes to... 6,000. 4,000. Okay. That makes sense, I suppose. So, something that the Wikipedia neglected to tell me was that Spirit Boost might boost the power of a skill, but apparently it also ups the Magicule requirements. That's something I wish I'd known beforehand, before I started wasting all those Magicules with my new abilities. Now I gotta wait for it all to recharge, because I don't have a way to get Magicules back quickly. But an already very expensive skill now costs twice as much. I could up the power to 30 times, but it would cost 30 times the magicals. Interesting. It's cool in theory. I really wish I'd known that beforehand, though. You can go away. But, anyways, I suppose it's good to know that, at least. Oh yeah, I went ahead and melted up all the, magic steel we have. But anyways, I got distracted by spirit stuff again. I want to head over to the lizards. I no longer have magicules. I don't know if I'll have enough to do this. Slash name. Ellie? Why not? Nope, not enough magicules. I have to go get myself killed if I want to get those all back super quickly. Let's go find a Hinata and give her a hug real quick so I can get my magicules back. One moment. Ha! Retaliator did the job. For a second, it was looking like I might not die, so I was a bit... Game, you okay? Maybe I was preemptive in coming back. There we go. Back up to max magicules. We can head back to base. World does not like spawning in this other dimension. Feeling good? There we go. I did it. Do that. Now do that. Now we're gonna head back to the lizards and try this again. You're the one I was about to name Ellie. There you go. 7. Ment. I'm not good with names. Ellie and Ment, you're both staying here. Oops, accidentally healed the target, but I guess that's fine. Are there 2 more lizards hanging out in here? Yes. Ellie, Ment. I mean, 3 of them are already named after Kingdom Hearts characters. Why not go the full yard and bring Sora and Riku in here, I guess? And... Come on, there we go. The game really does not like dimension hopping. But, there we go. I already told Sora to stay, right? Yep. So there's our 10 subordinates. Let's head back to base. And now, it should be all set to evolve. And this should bring us to the role of Demon Peer, which will be very powerful. Here's what our EP will jump to. It's almost double what it was, not quite. Axe Magicule is definitely just doubled, though. Demon Peer. 70 health, 8 attack damage, 4 attack speed, movement speed and knockback resistance remain unchanged. We are very strong now, an extra 5 hearts. Can I just go punch something real quick? Like, that took a lot of levels. Sword, maybe. I don't actually know if the sword gets boosted. I feel like it does, but now it doesn't. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, you have armor, so my regular punches doing 5s and 6s is still good. Okay. So there we go. We are much... it's not an insane boost to physical abilities just with that, but it is a fairly good magical boost. Because, that's a lot of magicules. That means, even against Hinata, Lionheart is only going to be, like, a very small boost at this point. Like, could I find a Hinata real quick and use... I think it's Investigator, right? Analyst? Was it... It wasn't Perceiver. What skill did we get last time that lets us see what we're looking at? I think it was Investigator. If I right-click you, or was it C? Okay, it was C. Yeah, Tempest Serpents, fairly weak. Ooh, can we go find a Hinata and not die and still look at our EP? The answer is probably no, but I would like to see nonetheless. That is not the skill I meant to use. I wanted to use Berserker so I could go a little bit faster. I know there's a Hinata around here somewhere. She's definitely chased me before. Where are you? Let me find her real quick, because I am really curious about what Hinata's EP is. So, oh, there she is. Oh, she's exploding stuff. 2 million. Okay, so she is 4 times stronger than us as far as EP goes. And we are nearing our max power at this point, so if that tells you anything about just how strong she is. Ooh, actually, another thing. I have all my Magicills back, or a lot of Magicills back. That means I can test out the skill for real. Spirit boost fire 30. I should be able to launch one of these, probably. Maybe. Well, that's not what I meant to do, but it worked. I meant to do this instead. Demon Flare! Oh, this friend is almost certainly dead. Oh, he didn't... Oh, that was 60,000 Magicills. Ooh, 60,000 Magicills, but I think the first hit did 30 or 37 or something like that, almost 40 damage. It's so strong that it's invisible now. Okay. Oh, I am going to put that boost back down to 10, but that is pretty amazing. So let us head back to base and put that away. Replace that. Replace investigator with healer. Replace that with... I guess I'll put gluttony back in its spot, but it's instantly getting put to a different mode. So, we are now a demon peer, meaning that our only form of progress as far as Tensura mod goes is collecting the other spirits and Demon Lord evolution. So we're basically maxed out as far as Tensura goes. We are, I think, the strongest race. I think... Yeah, from what I was looking at, I think we have the strongest stats. Without Demon Lord evolution, Demon Peer is the strongest race. Is the strongest specific species. As far as like EP and physical points and I think health and that. But then our Devil Lord stage is, I think, just the strongest thing in the mod. I could be wrong about that. There might be something that just ekes out a win, but I think we're just about as strong as we're ever going to be as far as Tensura goes. We just need to evolve one more time, and that's going to require a whole lot of souls. But now that I actually have a whole lot of Mahu, I kind of want to use it. So where is the book? There it is. I'm going to sleep real quick. Oh yeah, I still have that better armor that I need to enchant up. I've been holding on to that, but I was saving all my levels. Not nighttime enough. Come on. How is it not nighttime enough for you, game? There we go. Oh, that's so much EP. She doesn't actually have a lot of Magicills, though. Although I'm not sure how... I'm not even entirely sure if the... Oh, they do! She must have used a very... Oh, that's the Tempest Serpent. How in the world? That Hinata must have been fighting and using up a bunch of EP or something. But anyways, I want to take a look at Mahu, because there's some other things in here. I'm going to be skipping a lot of this, because there's one thing in particular I want to look at. Caliburn! You might know it as Excalibur. I want to make this, because this is very cool. The Holy Sword Caliburn has several properties. First, undead and unholy monsters will fear it and attempt to flee. Second, right-clicking will pull both the caster and such monsters closer. Using the keybind, the sword can smite such monsters with a cooldown. As Caliburn is a sword, the power consolidation process can be repeated by simply enchanting it. Caliburn seems to have some innate limits. Maybe there are some items you could offer to the lake with Caliburn as proof of your purity to remove these limits. No idea what they are, but if I remember correctly, which of these is it? It's not Cup of Heaven. Where is it? Do I want to go to the Reality Marble? I could. It's a whole other dimension where you just see a bunch of swords as far as I remember. What was I thinking of? Not Roias. That's something. I don't. That's a large shield. Which of these is it? There is a... One of these things, and I'm currently forgetting the name of, summons the lake from Arthurian legend, and from it you can make Excalibur, and I kind of want to do it. Huh. What is the name of this? I don't remember now. One second, let me look through this and find what I'm looking for, because it's somewheres in this mess. Okay, so I found the page I was looking for, the Power Consolidation Scroll. Or not scroll, it's just a circle, literally, specifically, no scroll. This circle, when placed on the floor, will spawn a lake. Each growth of the lake costs 30 mana. We've kind of got that covered at this point. When the lake has reached full size, the caster can throw in an enchanted sword in order to get Caliburn, a holy sword which will have the damage of the sword plus extra based on its enchantments. Hint, holier is better. Exchanging a sword costs 5,000 mana. I want to do this just because it's cool. So I'm going to need 2 diamond and an emerald. Fairly certain I already have that covered. So, grab this, and we can't really make a lake up here. I'm going to put this down on the ground when I go to use it. And I am going to be pretty upset if it randomly breaks again. But, let's just do this over here, I suppose. Turn it on so I can actually use the Mahu inside. Draw the circle. Hope this is a good enough place. Doop, doop, doop. And this... Oh, it's all foggy now. Maybe I should have done this elsewhere. Oh, this is very foggy. Not sure how I feel about this. Okay. So, okay, it's not foggy, like, in the whole chunk. It's just directly next to the lake. I'm fine with that. So, now... Dude, let's pick this back up. I'm gonna need to put it back down when I throw a sword in. Now, on to the part about throwing in a sword. The caster can throw an enchanted sword in order to get Caliburn, a holy sword which will have the damage of the sword plus extra based on its enchantments. Hint, holier is better. Okay, so I need to get a sword and give it, I'm assuming smite. Like I'm guessing based on that holy thing that it means smite specifically. It just says a sword. This is a sword. The game classifies it as a sword. I wonder if it will work. It would be very nice if it did. I'm not really expecting it. I was looking before for a second. I think I only have Smite 2 in here. We'll have that on standby. Let's try it. Sharpness 3, looting 3. I figured. Not really what I'm after right now. All this for something that's probably not even going to work, because it's going to need a vanilla sword. But time to go gather some more levels real quick. Guess I gotta kill off some other worlders, so I'll see you in just a moment once I'm back up and collected just a little bit. Okay, I'm back home. I went killing other worlders for a little bit longer than I meant to, but that's fine. Now, I have enough levels for anything I'm gonna need now. And, I'm actually curious about something. How many Berserker kills am I at? Almost 12,000. That's... I forget what the highest tier is. Now I want to double check this. What is the highest Berserker kill count? For Tensura. Come on. I hold up my phone so I could look at it, and my phone was deciding it wanted to be a little slow. So, the second highest tier, after 1,000, The highest tier we'll get at 5,000, so we'll get that well before we get our Demon Lord evolution ready. But it's still quite a far way away. But anyways, back to this. Really? Unbreaking 3. Not what I'm after. Fire Aspect 2 Unbreaking 3. Again, not what I'm after. Come on, game. Smite 2, Smite 1, Unbreaking. Wow, are these things just awful for enchanting? I feel like my luck with it is atrocious. Sharpness 4. Ah. If I didn't specifically need Smite right now, that would be good. No, I meant to grab those books. This might take me a few go-arounds trying to get what I need. I'll take Unbreaking 1. Smite 3. That's a good enough starting point. We don't even know if this is gonna work anyways. We're just hoping that it will classify this as a, what's it called? As a sword, because obviously it is, but it's not vanilla. So let's just see. If this works, all I should have to do is have a mana source nearby, and just throwing in this sword should do. The sword in the lake? Where is it? Acquire a new sword by throwing yours into a lake. The lady must be on vacation. Where is it? Oh, it's so hard to see down here. Oh, hi there, friend. Caliburn. It actually worked, and it has 14.5 attack damage. There we go. Let me bring this with me. So, Caliburn. Innate cap is 100. Currently at 14.5 attack damage. It's got some stats going with it. How do I upgrade this? I have no idea. Herein lies a problem. Caliburn. Then click it and open it up, please. The sword has several abilities. Undead and unholy monsters will flee from us. I know what undead means, not what it shares by. I'm not sure what it means by unholy. Monsters will fear it and attempt to flee. Right-clicking will pull us and monsters together. Using the keybind, the sword can smite such monsters with a cooldown. Power consolidation process can be repeated by simply enchanting it. Caliburn seems to have some innate limits. Maybe there are some items you could offer to the lake with Caliburn as proof of your purity to remove these limits. Oh! Okay, hold on. Power... So if I continue to give this thing Smite, will it get stronger? And I'm assuming the innate cap it's talking about means that it will only go up to, it will max out at 100 unless I do something to change the cap then? Is that what it means? So if I just keep cycling this thing through with Smite 2. This is going to cost me a lot of Mahus just to test something. But it's currently at 14.5. Thankfully, I have Mahu points to use this with. 14.5, we throw it back in. It goes through 16.5. Okay. So for every point of smite it has, it will get an extra 2 base attack damage. Okay. This is cool. I wasn't sure what I was expecting of this, but this is really cool. And then I could regularly enchant this thing with sharpness at some point. Okay, so what else is there? I think we've read all this. Keybinds. What keybinds do I have for this? I think I need to set them, so give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. I have changed it, so now it says when using the U keybind, which is set to change mystic codes. But we don't have a mystic code that if I remember correctly, that stores different scrolls and stacks so that you can sort of cycle through it and just use any of the scrolls you have on you. But, how is this gonna work? It says it works specifically on undead and unholy, but, will this work? You not count? You're not undead. None of... Huh. So what you're saying is the cool things for this sword don't work because I'm not fighting zombies. That's a bit of a shame. So as it stands, Caliburn is just a really strong, really cool sword, but it's got nothing special about it. That is a bit sad. Put that back down and fill it up. Just to do a bit of training and have it stored up somewhere. But, ooh, there's one more thing about Caliburn. It's got another evolution stage, much like we do. Not Clarent the Usurper. Curious, what is this sword? How do you make this? Clarent the Usurper, a strengthened sword forged in Dragon's Breath. So we'd have to go kill the dragon for that. Clarent has one purpose: to overthrow the king. Rather than retaining a damage value, Clarent instead does the damage of its opponent's weapon. Clarent's passive Vengeance allows it to block attacks. Clarent remembers these attacks, and in its next attack will release its pent-up frustrations. Lastly, Clarent has the ability to mortally wound its targets, leaving them wounded that will damage them should they move too quickly. How do you make this cool sounding sword? Clarent. I don't know. Huh. Is that... I think the lake we just built has other uses, but I have no idea which things get made in it. And sadly, the book only talks about Caliburn being made in there. No idea how to make Clarent. Strengthened sword forged in Dragon's Breath. Huh. I have no idea. One more time. Did I miss something here? A strengthened sword. That makes me think like sharpness and Dragon's Breath. Maybe you toss them together in there? I have no idea. But that's not the sword I was thinking about. I was thinking about Morgan. So, this wicked sword is the result of the corruption of the holy sword Caliburn, obtained through the murder of a player's best and most loyal friend. With the holy sword Caliburn, the sword obtains its power not from a mysterious lake, but from the killing of innocents. You want to go down that route. Villagers, and more so child villagers, provide a damage bonus for the sword. Also requires some mana, and also heal any damage the sword has. Holding right-click with this sword releases a ball of evil to stab and pull nearby enemies. Lastly, pressing the keybind, no idea which one, with this sword equipped provides a rage effect, which very briefly boosts attack speed and walking speed. Both of these invoke a cooldown that prevents either from being used. Do we want to go down that route? I mean, the next thing we're doing is becoming a demon lord, so an evil sword born in the blood of the innocent. I mean, that kind of fits the vibe, doesn't it? Do we want to do that? I'll think about that one for a moment. Emerus, a staff named after its original owner, a backward magician who couldn't decide which weapon was his favorite. It is intended to be used in the offhand. It provides strength in the form of lightning to an empty right hand, melee weapons, and some projectile weapons. Simply get struck by lightning while holding a strengthened stick. Okay. Hold on. I think I might know how to make Clarence. Strengthened sword. Is it talking about the strengthened ability? So if I strengthen a stick and get struck by lightning, it will do that. I think I could do that. I would just have to get a skill to strike myself with lightning. If I strengthened a sword and then killed the dragon and right-clicked one of the fireballs that stays on the ground, would that make Clarence? It might. That's an interesting theory. I think I want to look more into that. But I could probably create Emerus. It would just take a bit more work and another skill. Rongominiad. The Holy Lance, Rongominiad, is acquired by throwing a lance into the power consolidation ritual. Okay, so I was looking at this one before. I think its main purpose is to hold it while riding a horse. We're not really doing that, but I could make that one. I would just need to make a lance. How does one make a lance? I have no idea. There are no lances in Minecraft. Game? What am I supposed to do? How are you supposed to do that? Um, does it mean a trident? That's... It has to then, right? Because there's no lances. What? Replica. When you're done defending yourself, it's about time you start defending your friends. Why would you protect your enemies? Replica is a main hand great shield with a number of ability granted to those who have just about maxed out their defensive capabilities. You'd still feel the need to use a shield. Note the following controls carefully. AoE teleportation. Save a location with shift right click, teleport to it later along with everything around you by blocking with the shield and pressing U. Break a block with Replica to toggle teleporting friendlies over. Only. Sprint towards a teammate and block to place yourself between them and their closest most threatening enemy. Shockwave. Okay, there's a lot of stuff to Replica. It's a cool sounding shield, but not really my style. To get Replica, block an attack with a strengthened shield in your main hand, while also having immunity exchange, maximum damage exchange stacks, above 15 armor, and over 100 death collection souls. Okay. What's death collection? There's a lot to this. There's a lot to this mod. Rule breaker. If I remember correctly, this is a... I have no idea how this one works. There's some ritual to this one. I've seen it before. I have no idea how it works. You put forest fruit on magic circles, and then you make this magic dagger, and it does something with probability control. I have no idea. It goes right over my head. Yeah, there's stuff there. No idea what. But, huh. That only goes over some of the weapons. There's also crimson black keys of proximity projection. I'm assuming that's probably something to do with proximity projection. Um, Proximity projection is... Huh. I thought that was one of these things. I have no idea how most of this stuff works. There it is. Which allows the caster to simultaneously teleport to and attack an entity they can see at long range. Okay, so 2 diamonds and an ender with a cloth gets me a new weapon. Uh, I mean, sure, it's not super strong, but it has a teleportation effect. That's kind of cool. That leaves Clarent that I think I might know how to make. Morgan that I could make, innate cap 10,000. Oh, kill 10,000 villagers and you have a 10,000 attack damage sword. That sounds actually like something we could do in the series. Ripper, that's a dagger. I forget what it does because it doesn't actually show up in the... Huh. How do I make that? I have no idea. There's other weapons in here that it doesn't properly show you how to make it. Borrowed Authority. Borrow the authority of the gods with this scroll, which increases the caster's speed and power to the extent that mobs hit while using it will break through walls. Hold the jump button to jump further, and hold it while in the air to stick to the surface you land on. Hold left click while running or jumping to target any enemies you bump into. So that sounds very cool and helpful if you want to fight something like Hinata. 3 gold to borrow god powers. Cup of Heaven, no idea how that works. It's basically just a negative beacon. When use eye contact, find mobs in place. Protected map of some mobs. How no, there's so much in here. I have no idea how any of it works. But I want to see if I can't find a thing about Ripper, because there's something special about it, obviously. Because there's something special about everything here. So I'm just gonna skim through this until I find Ripper, because I kind of want to just see what all the weapons do on their own, see which ones we want to use. Okay, so I found the page that talks about the Rippers. and a plural because it actually gives you two. It grants you two of these Ripper blades that are basically daggers that you can use two-handed, and they both actually attack at the same time. They throw fog around, and you become truly invisible. Like true invisibility instead of like the fake stuff that mobs see through anyways. Whether or not it would actually work on the likes of the Tensura mobs is yet to be seen, but it does sound kind of cool, like it does extra damage from behind, and it's true invisibility, so you can just run around, it creates fog everywhere. Kind of interesting, kind of want to make it. So it's diamond, ender, iron with a cloth. I don't know why I'm going there. That, 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 and I have extra cloths as well. Grab out the dagger. Like that. And so, then this cost a lot of Mahu, but it's fine. Now we have the Rippers. Put these both in our hands. Oh, they go backwards just to look extra cool. Whee! We can fly. I almost forgot about that. Fog. We are invisible now. Haha! They're very fast. Hold on. I need a good target for this. Fog. Become fog. Do you want to work or not? Huh. Is Berserker still activated? I don't know. They're kind of cool when they want to work. It seems as though they don't always, though. There we go, fog. Oh yeah, very fast. So, are you still on me? I don't think so. But if I manage to... Everything I make is basically, oh, how could this be used to beat Hinata? Because that's the only thing that's stunning to me. We could try beating Charybdis again. We would just need to find another thing for it, another core. But I have the skill to make that easier. But even then, we already beat Charybdis, and we're only stronger now. We only have more extra strong skills, like we have higher regen and all that. So that's not even going to be that much of a challenge, even though it's the strongest challenge we've fought so far. So if everything comes down to Hinata, the final boss of the series, he never even turned around. Okay. So the Rippers, they're kind of cool. Caliburn could get very powerful very quickly because it is a very cool sword that you can just keep enchanting. I'm still, still struggling with the idea of making Morgan. Need to gather souls anyway. I want to go down that road. That did no damage, although I think it hit me and healed as well, so. But, even at this point, if I just enchant this thing, it already becomes stronger than Hinata's sword. I just need to give it some of the enchantments back, like I already just said, which are hard. But, for right now, probably a decent enough place to end off. So, we got a cool sword and a couple of cool new daggers today. So, probably a decent, so, yeah, getting back into Mahu today. We learned more about spirits. Information that I kind of wish was just already known. Like, I really wish there was some more in-game explanation for a lot of this stuff, so I didn't have to go searching for it on, like, the wiki and whatnot. I mean, same with Mahu. I think most mods, if they're as in-depth as either of these, they need some proper in-game information. I mean, Mahu does have, for the most part, has a lot of the stuff you need to make, but I wish it was a bit more clear on about some of it at least. And don't even get me started on Tensura. There's so much to this mod, and I have no idea how even half of it works, despite using it for so long. But, anyways, with that all said and done, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody.